The most popular dividend ETF in America just removed 22 stocks and it replaced them with 25 new ones. And here's something that you need to know. The stocks that they removed are up an average of 6.7% this year. And the stocks that they just added, they are down an average of 9.4%. That's a 16 percentage point swing in the wrong direction. SCHD is an extremely popular fund, and they happen to be managing nearly $100 billion. And they just happen to sell some of their biggest winners year to date, and in return, they bought a basket of potential losers. And they didn't get rid of these companies because they're failing, and it's not because the dividends were in trouble in any way, but it's because something is forcing this fund to make this trade. And when you understand what that something is, it changes how you think about whether SCHD actually protects your money or if it's just another lemming just running right off the cliff. Let me show you why this matters to every single person that's watching this video. So last year, SCHD made the opposite move. It loaded up on energy. It took it from 12% of the fund all the way up to 21%. That was the single biggest sector bet that SCHD had ever made. And it worked because the energy sector just ripped. And SCHD had crushed the broader market. And energy was that engine that was behind all of it. So now the fund turns around and it cuts that same position nearly in half. Almost $8 billion in energy stocks rotating out of a $99 billion fund. And as a point of reference, Valero is up over 45% this year, and it just got removed. 22 stocks are now completely out, and 25 new ones are in its place. And this was not a simple little trim. This was a full, complete overhaul. Now, here's where it starts to get a little personal. If you're one of the millions of people sitting on bonds or treasuries right now collecting 4.39% completely risk-free, waiting for the right time to rotate back into something like SCHD, well, you might find this a little bit confusing because the stocks that they just added to this fund haven't really been on a hot streak. Just look at United Health. One of the largest additions by market cap is down over 17% this year. And the stocks that just left, they were carrying double-digit gains. The fund just sold some of its biggest winners, and it replaced them with names that haven't really proven anything yet this year. But if you already own SCHD, well, you happen to just watch the fund sell the stocks that were driving all of those bigger returns. All of that energy appreciation, a huge chunk of it just walked out the door. So I'm guessing that there are two camps of people watching this right now. People sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy, and people holding SCHD wondering if they should have sold. And of course, one of you is going to be really happy 6 months from now, and one of you is going to wish that you maybe would have watched this video a little more carefully. At the end of the day, this is just a simple math problem that nobody knew needed to be solved. And yeah, I get it, that may sound a little cryptic, but I'll explain why. SCHD doesn't even have a portfolio manager. It tracks the Dow Jones US Dividend 100 Index, and every year that index runs its entire portfolio through a set of quality screens. No human decides what stays or goes. It's really just a simple formula. To even qualify for the fund, a company has to have paid dividends for at least 10 consecutive years. Then every qualifying company gets scored on 4 different things. That happens to be return on equity, cash flow relative to its debt, current dividend yield, and a 5-year dividend growth rate. The top 100 companies happen to make the cut, and everyone else, well, they're out. It doesn't matter how well your stock is performing. If your quality score slips below that top 100, you're gone. And that is exactly what happened to the energy stocks. And here's the part that's a little bit counterintuitive. Because energy stocks perform so well, their stock prices went way up, which means their dividend yields went way down. And that's how dividends work, because it's a set dollar amount per stock. So if the stock price goes up, the dividend rate goes down. So the same strong performance that made them winners in your portfolio is what made them score lower on these quality screens. And that's why it's counterintuitive. I mean, think about that for a second. The fund sold its winners not because they had failed, but because they became so successful that it changed their math in a negative way. Now, here's a detail a lot of people might miss, and that's that the fund didn't abandon energy entirely. ConocoPhillips and Chevron are still in the top 5 holdings, and Devon Energy was actually just added, and it happens to be up over 27% this year. So the fund kept the highest quality energy names, and it cut the ones whose scores just happened to slip a little. My point is that's not exactly panic selling. That's the system that's doing exactly what it was designed to do. The bigger question is, are you on board with that? And another question to consider, is this version of SCHD, the one that just restructured itself, worth buying right now? And if you already own it, should you be a little worried? Let me start with the honest answer for the people that are on the sidelines looking to get in. The 10-year Treasury yield is sitting at around 4.39% right now. SCHD yields at about 3.5%. So on paper, the government is paying you more for zero risk. And the only way that Treasury yield comes down is if the Fed begins to drop its rates. And as of right now, they're projecting just one cut this year. One. And that's pretty optimistic at best because inflation doesn't seem to be slowing down. The oil crisis is pushing energy costs higher every day, and until that resolves, the Fed really has no reason to move aggressively in dropping rates. So if the risk of recession increases, then bonds look like a much better short-term play. I mean, you're getting 4.39% guaranteed, while SCHD carries the market risk with a lower starting yield. So for someone looking to deploy new capital today, the math doesn't favor SCHD over treasuries, at least not in the short term. And that's just our current reality. Now, here's the other side. If you already own SCHD, this is a completely different conversation. SCHD isn't just a yield play. Over the last 10 years, SCHD has returned over 232%, including dividends that were reinvested. The S&P 500 returned about 272% over that same time period. So yes, the S&P 500 did outperform it on total return. So if you had put $100,000 into SCHD a decade ago with dividends reinvested, that is worth roughly $332,000 today. So your 3.5% yield isn't being calculated on that original $100,000 anymore. It's now being calculated on $332,000. That massive bump now becomes over $11,000 a year in dividends without adding a single dollar. Compare that to the $3,500 that you'd be collecting in year one. The yield percentage barely even changed, but the dollars almost tripled because the base had tripled. And this is something that you will never get with bonds, and why so many people want to figure out the best time to rotate back into something like SCHD. And the funny thing is that the Fed tells you nearly exactly when the right time will be. Now, once again, coming back to the reality of our global situation, energy has a tendency to come crashing down once an oil crisis is averted. And of course, I did show this in my prior video, and we've seen it happen repeatedly. But the resolution could be 6 months away, or it could be a year, or several years, or it could be weeks. We just don't know. It all depends on how the war plays out and whether Iran continues to be a factor. So, in the meantime, SCHD just rebuilt its portfolio with companies that score higher on quality fundamentals. If energy corrects and the broader market stabilizes, the names SCHD just added are the type that tend to recover really well. The methodology proved it adapts. It doesn't hold on to yesterday's winners because of sentiment. It reruns the quality filter and it rebuilds. So, in a roundabout way, shedding some of these energy stocks could be a brilliant move. But I also think that they have a few months of solid growth that SCHD will completely miss out on. So if you're holding, the reconstitution actually did what it was supposed to do. It positioned the fund for what comes next, not for what already happened. Two different audiences, two different answers. So if you're sitting in treasuries collecting 4.39%, there's really no rush to move into SCHD right now. There just isn't. But if you're already in SCHD and you're a little bit nervous about this reconstitution, well, the fund just did exactly what you're paying it to do. It sold the stocks that scored lower on quality and replaced them with ones that scored higher. That discipline is what keeps this fund relevant year after year. And long term, I'm pretty sure it's going to serve you very well. If this helped you think about SCHD a little bit differently than before, please press the like button so my channel can continue to grow. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.